Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Joe and T. Welcome to Kitchen Chronicles with Joe and T.
Hey.
We are just in shock and in awe of the events that took place this weekend. One of our members of the church that we attend was in a tragic car accident and was killed. And we just haven't been right since pretty much we heard the news. I've been like, I haven't stopped thinking about it since it happened. And I came in on Monday today, and I'm talking to her, and we're just like, we just can't shake it for whatever reason. It was just so sudden, so
and unexpected.
It's
beautiful young girl,
yeah.
18 years old.
We praying for Ebony Ragsdale
and her family,
yes,
her friends,
sisters, yes, all the people who knew her
and loved her.
We're praying for our church family because she was definitely a part of our body of believers, and she was just a beautiful young lady. She volunteered with the children's church. She was very involved in the youth ministry, and our hearts are just heavy. So I just don't, I get at a loss for words, and I just don't want to say anything because I just don't want to say the wrong thing.
I don't want to disrespect anybody or make anybody angry because I don't happen to have the right choice of words. So all I do is just pray. I just pray. I just pray for their strength. I pray for their comfort. I pray for their peace.
Yes.
I just pray. I just pray for God to comfort them because that's the only one that can do it.
He's the only one. So in that same vein, we just want to talk about being grateful, being thankful for the people that you have in your life, and just to tell people how much you appreciate them and how much you love them. At times like this, you have to think about things. You really begin to think about life and how fast, in a snap, how things can just change in an instant. And a person can be here 1 minute and the next minute they're not. So I just want to talk about being grateful for those who are in your life, and I'm thinking about for those who are just harboring on unforgiveness and people who have been going through things for years and years and years and has never apologized or forgiven or talked or whatever the case is. I'll never forget one time my previous pastor was telling us a story about how there was these two sisters and the mother passed away, and they hadn't talked for 20 years, and the mother's prayer was that they would talk, that they would just have a simple conversation. The sisters hadn't talked in years, and they got to the funeral, and he began to minister, and the sisters, unfortunately, their mother wasn't there to see them, embrace each other and reconcile. And I just don't want it to ever get to the point where you don't talk. you can't communicate with someone who who's not there, who wants to see that reconciliation. So
never think that you have tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yes.
Or I'll call them next week. Or when someone pops into your mind,
yes,
call them, text them, inbox them, do something. Hey, you were on my mind. Is everything okay? I just wanted to say hi, or I love you. You don't know that you have tomorrow. My mother passed in 2008. She had relocated to California, and she had a heart attack. She had a heart attack on the way to church. One of her church members drove her to the hospital. And I had been begging her, Mommy, please move back to New York. You're out there by yourself. You don't have any family out there. You don't even have to work. Just come back to New York. We'll find a place. You can live with me. You can just relax. But I want you around family, because if something ever happens to you, how am I going to know? Or how is someone going to get to you? And she says, oh no, all my friends know about you and have your phone number just in case. So she had a heart attack. They drove her to the hospital. She was fine. Her friends kept saying, do you want me to call T? Do you want me to call T? Do you want me to call T? And she said, no, I'm getting better. I'll be out of here in a couple of days. She already has enough to worry about. She always worries about everybody and has a lot on her plate, so I don't want to worry her. I don't want to get her upset. And if anyone who has had a heart attack knows that one of the procedures is when they put dye into your veins to find out if there's anything that has been damaged. And during that procedure, my mother passed away. I didn't even notice she was in the hospital. She never called me and told me that she was in the hospital. I could have been there for her. I could have been there with her. She thought that she had time to call me and let me know that she was okay, and she didn't. And for a long time after that, I was really angry with her because I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to my mother. So please don't wait. Don't wait. You don't have tomorrow. You only have today. No one is promised tomorrow. No one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Only he knows. So tell people you love them.
Tell them that you love them every
Yes.
day. You know, Pop. You know, I just, me and my mom, we don't live together anymore. I just moved, and you know, she's like, well, you don't call me no more, and I'm just like, you know, you'll be okay. But now, you know, when things like this happen, I'm just, you know, it makes you think about the people who are in your life, and you just, you know, and it doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out conversation. Just, hey, how you doing? Everything's all right? You need anything? You know, just call, talk to somebody. You know,
And if you don't like talking on the telephone, just text. There's people that don't like to call.
There are
people that don't like to.
many social media.
Just text.
Let me
Hey,
tell you something. I don't like talking on the phone.
he
Not too
sure
long.
doesn't.
I'm not a phone person.
He sure isn't.
Listen, all right.
You get good into the middle of a conversation. He, all right now. I'll talk to you after a while.
I gotta get off the phone. I can't take it. It's too much yammering and all. Blah. But there's many vehicles of social media now. There's texting, instant messaging, all of this other stuff. This is just thousands of ways to communicate. But you know, I'm just, you know, that kind of person where it's like, all right, even if I'm on the phone for 2 minutes, hey, how you doing? Just wanted to check up on you. But that's
Just evaluate for the relationships that you have that are shaky, or there's someone that you haven't spoken to in a long time, family member, friend, doesn't matter. Just evaluate.
Yes.
Ask yourself if you even remember why you don't speak.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't remember why you don't speak, you need to let it go.
Right.
And if you can remember, just evaluate. Is that really important? Like, if that person wasn't here tomorrow, would I feel bad about that? Would I regret that I didn't talk to them? When you think about it that way, it's really not that serious.
And it's not worth it.
It's not.
It's not worth it, especially the pain of, God forbid, something happening, and you just think in your mind how dumb or how stupid that argument was, or how dumb and stupid that little tiff was. It's so not worth it. I mean, you'll build a bridge and get over it. You know, I'm telling you, and you know, and even in the same light, look at Jesus. He forgave the whole. He had the sins of the world on his back, and he forgave us. He forgave us. Didn't charge it to our account. He forgave us. So, you know, let's take that lesson.
And he continues to forgive us.
He continues, and take that lesson from him. You know, what if he held things against you? You know, your sins and the things that you do on a daily basis. You know, because you know we sin even in thought. You know,
all the time.
So just think about: is it worth it? Is it worth the heartache? Is it worth the pain of losing somebody and never reconciling? And so we like you said, we're still praying for Ebony Ragsdale, her family. We're praying for our church family.
I love y'all ACI.
Yes,
because we don't just give lip service to what we should do as Christians.
Right.
We show through our actions that we are sincere, and I love my church. I love y'all. I love my church.
Did I tell you I love you?
I wasn't talking to you.
But I'm trying to tell you that I love you.
But I was talking about our church.
Yeah, okay, we love you, ACI. But I'm sitting up here talking about I love you.
Okay. But I wasn't talking to you.
But I said that I love you. So you want to tell me or no?
Would that make you feel better, Joe?
Yes, it would make me feel better, please.
Would that make your day?
Yes.
I love you, Joe.
Yeah.